Hey there friends, thanks for checking in and welcome to T.A.B. Videos. What you're looking at here is a first look at the new Beretta APX A1 Compact Tactical. Now we know that they have the full-size APX A1 Tactical. That has a 4.8 inch barrel. This is much smaller. It has a 4.25 inch barrel and 15 round magazines. In comparison with the APX models, this would align well with the Centurion. The Centurion has a 3.7 inch barrel with 15 round magazines that are interchangeable. But what Beretta did here is that they made an OD green frame. They changed some of the grip texturing, basically memory bumps around here, made a shiny slide, and that will help with holster wear because it seems to be very strong. A 4.25 inch threaded barrel with suppressor height sights. And that is the compact model. Very nice. The grip texturing remains the same. It comes with 2 additional palm swells as well as 2 additional magazines. And if you go with this, here is the case. We will show what comes in it. Alright, there are the 2 palm swells, a speed loader, 2 additional magazines for 3 in total, lock, paperwork, bore brush, and everything else. But this is a new release from Beretta. It's a first look, actually, with their new APX A1 Compact Tactical. It also remains modular. You can see that the serial number is on the trigger chassis. And the trigger itself breaks right around 5.5 pounds. It is a flat trigger with a trigger safety in there. But when you pull the trigger, and I did show clear here, it breaks right around 5.5 pounds with a reset right there. And a lot of people rave about the APX triggers. I've shot several of them and I really enjoy them. I think this new release from Beretta looks cool and I think they did a very nice job with it. Now if you look at the slide serrations, you can see they're pretty deep cut, but they're not the same as the original APX. The original APX had slide serrations all throughout. This has forward and rear slide serrations. You may notice a ambidextrous slide stop, and the magazine release can be moved over to the other side as well, making it completely left-handed friendly. Tall rear sights that are serrated black and a serrated black front sight that is very tall. This is optic ready, which is very common with the APX A1 lines, making them optic ready, and this one is optic ready as well. So we have an RMR plate to put on there, to put a nice optic on there, I should say. Undercut in the trigger guard, squared trigger guard, a lot of room there for a glove with some texturing there, and then a 2-slot pick rail for the accessories. Let's take a look at the internals. Now when doing that, all you have to do is push this button in. It takes quite a bit of a push, and then this lever here, you're just going to move it downward and off comes the slide from the frame. And you'll notice long frame rails that adds to longevity. Here we have a captive dual recoil spring with an all steel guide rod and the 4.25 inch barrel. Now I would have to take this thread cap off to take the barrel out, but you all know the drill and how it works, and then you just put it back together in reverse order. And when doing that, you just rack that nice and hard, and that will put that lever in its rest position. But this is a new release from Beretta called the APX A1 Compact Tactical with the 4.25 inch barrel. The improvements made: the slide serrations, I think those are nice and deep cut. The OD green frame, the additional palm swells, and 15 round magazines, 3 of them with the tall suppressor height sights, which also makes it much easier to sight in a optic, which is definitely going to be installed on this because that would make it easier to shoot. And let's just face it, putting an optic on there makes it easier to shoot. But I think they did a fine job. I like the trigger. I like the way it feels. I like the way all the APX triggers feel. Now, a lot of people are wondering, what's going to be the price? Well, if you look at the APX line, when it first came out, they're right around $475, $500, and over time, they dipped in cost. The APX A1 Tactical, the full-size one with additional capacity, the same suppressor height sights, optic ready, 4.8-inch threaded barrel, is selling for right around $500. I have to believe this will be the same. This is so new that it is not even on the Beretta website. The last time I checked, which was yesterday, it wasn't even on the Beretta website. So here we have a APX A1 Compact Tactical. It's a new release from Beretta, and I think they did a fine job. It's always a pleasure for me to be on T.A.B. Videos, a good friend of mine, and he is going to be shooting this very shortly, and I'm sure he'll give a more in-depth shooting review. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.